What can each of us do to fight back against Donald Trump and what he's doing to our country and to the world? If you're like me, it's a question you've been thinking about and talking to friends about. My friend Ann Kim, a contributing editor at Washington Monthly, has a very specific, simple, and effective suggestion to make in this video. She makes a strong case that it's something that works and that each of us can control. Take a look.
In the late 1960s, California farm workers led by Cesar Chavez called for a nationwide boycott of table grapes to protest the low wages and exploitation. Millions of Americans stopped eating grapes, and grape growers took a major hit on their sales. In 1970, farm workers won their first contracts for better pay, benefits, and protections. It was a milestone in the American labor movement. It also taught a broader lesson: boycotts work. If you've been frustrated watching Donald Trump and Elon Musk run amok, and if the 2026 elections seem an eternity away, here's one thing you can do in the meantime: vote with your dollars. American consumers are a powerful force. In just the last 3 months of 2024, American consumers spent $20.3 trillion. That includes $759 billion on cars, $1.5 trillion on groceries, $530 billion on clothing, $425 billion on gasoline, and $791 billion on entertainment, like going to the movies. U.S. consumers power both the domestic and global economy. They determine the fates of individual companies with their choices. So which companies deserve your money? Even before Trump became president, some companies bent over backwards to make Trump happy, or they caved to right-wing pressure, most notably on DEI. But even if DEI isn't a top-tier issue for you, consider this. If a company is willing to change one policy of Trump, what else is it willing to do? Let's take a look, for example, at the tech industry, where the billionaires running Meta, Google, and Amazon got front-row seats to Trump's inauguration. All of these companies have eliminated their DEI commitments, but they've also gone beyond. Meta, for instance, agreed to stop fact-checking, potentially enabling hate speech and right-wing disinformation to flourish on their platforms. Google changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Amazon paid Melania Trump $40 million for a documentary about her life. Ending DEI is the first step down the slippery slope to full-on collaboration. On the other hand, other companies are standing firm against pressure, and these are the companies you should consider supporting. So here are some more examples of the choices you, as a consumer, can make. For instance, if you're looking to buy a car, or if you're going to fly, or if you're about to go to the grocery store, or if you get thirsty, or if you're going to the movies. Consumers are already having an impact. After Target backed off its commitments to DEI, foot traffic fell, and so did its stock price. Tesla's stock price has cratered since Elon Musk's takeover of the federal government. By the way, if you're curious about where the word boycott comes from, it's actually the name of a person. Charles Cunningham Boycott was a 19th century Irish land agent who refused to lower rents after a bad harvest. After he tried to evict his tenants, Irish nationalist Charles Stewart Parnell organized a campaign of social ostracism against him. Shopkeepers wouldn't sell to him, workers wouldn't harvest his crops. Soon, boycotting became a tactic that spread throughout Ireland in the 1880s who protested the policies of the British. Captain Boycott was the target of the world's first boycott, but it's also thanks to him that ordinary consumers have an effective way to exercise their power. So if you want to send Donald Trump and Elon Musk a message, do it in the language that you know they understand: dollars. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.